Hello, 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 hello. Right, I'm just making sure you guys are getting me. Let's get a bit nearer. How we going? Happy birthday to Lisa. Happy birthday to Lisa. Happy birthday, Lisa Marie. Happy birthday, Lisa Marie. So guys, are you getting me? I want to just make sure you're getting me. So I thought we will read chapter 4. I wasn't sure if I was gonna, but we have done lots and lots and lots of Lisa Marie Presley celebrations for her lovely birthday. Right, let me get you up on here, guys. I want to make sure you guys are receiving me. Are you all getting me okay? So Carolyn, you're getting me, yeah? Let me get it up on here. Oh, it looks like it's working. Okay. Yes, you're getting me. So I've just had a massive dinner, so I'm going to hide my tummy. I had a chicken curry with no rice. It had, and I used lettuce, tomato, and sliced onions instead of rice. And I had beef and black bean sauce. That was my dinner. Lucy, you made it. Hi, Lucy. Welcome. So, hi, Lucy. So, yeah. Let's wait for a few of you guys to come on. Let me get my earphones on. I'm going to read Billy's book. Of course, I love reading Billy's book. We may get lucky. He may join us. He may do. I have spent the whole day celebrating Lisa Marie Presley's birthday. We honour Lisa Marie. I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it. It's buffering a bit. Okay, Carolyn. Not a good start, but let me just see what it looks like on my phone. Oh, it looks alright. On my phone, it doesn't look too bad. Lucy, are you receiving me okay? Lucy, welcome. We've only just started, so you know what it's like. It takes a little while for people to start joining on, but for me, hi to you. Ah, well done, Lucy. Let's all wish Linda a birthday. Happy birthday. Right, so what I'm going to do, I haven't had a chance. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes, Carolyn, yeah? So I'm going to just quickly go onto YouTube and we're just going to see if anything comes up, people wishing Lisa Marie Presley happy birthday today, 57. But then we're going to get reading. I was even thinking of doing a half-hour bit on keto after this. I'm not sure. We'll see how tired I am. But let's get let's just go onto YouTube. Lucy, you're always welcome. I know that you always watch. You and right. Let me just is Clara Maria. Clara Maria, are you watching? Hi to Clara Maria. Is Clara Maria watching? Right. So you know you're very welcome, Clara Maria. Okay, so what I'm going to go on YouTube and just see if there's anyone that's posted something to celebrate Lisa's birthday. Just anything new, yeah? If they haven't, we're going to start reading. But obviously, I have had a brilliant day today, just praising Lisa Marie, how fantastic she is. Obviously, we played some song reactions. We spoke about Lisa a lot. Found some lovely little clips. I think we can pray. I think it's okay to play this. Right, are we ready, guys? This is today. This is today, guys. All of us, thank you for everything. You will never be forgotten. You will never be forgotten, but that's true. With love, Lisa Marie Fan Club, and letters, Lisa Marie Presley. Beautiful. I'm gonna let it play twice, guys. It's too nice. It's too beautiful. God rest your soul. Rest in peace. We love you, Lisa. Right. Let me just go back. I want to play that one more time. So this could actually be today, couldn't it, guys? Oh, thank you, Linda. Beautiful, isn't it? I think this is now, God. This is like today, guys. I think. I'm not definite. I think it is. Oh, what a lovely letter. Flowers are beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Let me just pause that. So who is that? Lisa Marie Fan Club. We'll subscribe to her. Should we read some of the messages? Comments, sorry. Thank you for doing this. This was Presley Pride. I can't believe they've only had one comment. We have to comment. Thank you so much from Team Elvis. Right, let's go back, see if there's anything else, guys. Yeah, I think 100% it looks like it's from today. I'm so pleased that we get to read a letter that is right down by her grave next to that teddy bear and those beautiful flowers. So I'm trying to find very recent stuff. Let's have a look what we've got. There's one that we did today. Did any of you guys see this? Let's have a look. We did this today, yeah?
Morning, everyone. It's a very special day today. Today we mark the birthday of a beautiful Lisa Marie Presley. And the big standout thing that I always think about Lisa is just how much the fans miss her. I don't think everyone really understood just how much they truly loved her until we lost her. We miss her so much. And today we're going to celebrate her birthday. The second one after she passed. I just think we're going to mark the day by playing music, finding lots of short clips of her just loving life.
And that's what we have done. I think we did. I'm just trying to work it out. I think we did 4 or 5 lives today, just to commemorate Lisa Marie's birthday. It was lovely. Hi Teresa. Hi Karen. I really enjoyed it. I was in a real good mood. I was very excited today. I woke up with a spring in my step, and I was like, yes, I'm going to get my leather trousers on. I'm going to get all my leathers on, and we are going to celebrate Lisa. I really was in that kind of mood today. I had loads of energy. Loads of energy. Let's see what else comes up. So let's just try and find some little short clips. Happy birthday, Lisa Marie. What's this? Should we have a look at this, guys? Now remember, I haven't watched this, yeah? It's lovely. The fan. I mean, obviously this was done last year, but just the fact that somebody has thought, do you know what? I'm gonna make a little cake for lovely Lisa and do some candles and post it on YouTube for the fans. Obviously, this is on Lisa Marie Presley fan club. I just think it's lovely that someone cares enough to do that. Obviously, we know the song, we love the song. There's something sweet about just sitting here looking at that cake and the candles. He made that cake himself. Obviously a true fan, a true Lisa Marie fan. Very relaxing actually, very calming. Hi Sean, that was a sunflower on her grave. That was Lisa's favourite flower. I didn't know that. Thank you, Sean. Sean, have you watched our lives today? I think we've done 5 short lives today, celebrating Lisa's birthday. Hi, Cherie. So what we're doing, we're just clicking on random things that are on YouTube that are marking Lisa's birthday. Beautiful, beautiful. That was lovely. I find it, I really love the fact that somebody bothered to do that. They didn't have to, they wanted to. So there's one of our lives. We played this video earlier with Lisa thanking the fans. There's another live. What's this? There's a 6-second video. Should we play it? 6 seconds. 6 seconds. I'm just interested to know what the fans post. Hi Team Elvis, Sunday morning, 7:49 a.m. Saturday, my granddaughter turned 3 years old on Lisa's birthday. I mentioned my daughter about Lisa Marie to the same day. Oh, congratulations, Luan. Oh, you're very proud, aren't you? You're a proud grandmother. So what's this here? Lisa Marie Presley, the beautiful lady. Should we click on that one, guys, to see what it is?
People snap their fingers and some people just sway back and forth. I just sort of do them all together. And now here is Elvis
Presley. Lisa Marie Presley, the successful singer, songwriter, and only child of music legend.
So I know this YouTube channel. This lady's really good, isn't she? This lady posts very regular videos. She's got a great channel.
Elvis Presley. Lisa Marie was born on February the 1st of 1968. Happy birthday, Lisa Marie Presley. Lisa is 54 years young.
So guys, do you know this lady's channel? It's called Welcome to Elvis Presley World. I've watched loads of her videos.
Last year on Lisa Marie's birthday, she shared a picture of her and her daughters, Riley and her twin daughters, Finley and Harper. She wrote under it, like every day, I couldn't have made it through without these 3 by my side. It was her first year she celebrated her birthday without Benjamin, her beloved son.
Ray, welcome. Ray, you've caught our lives. Well done. We're going to read Billy's book, The Faith of Elvis, chapter 4. But I just thought before we read it, we'll just watch a few Lisa Marie little things that are on YouTube.
who passed away in July of 2020. And in this picture, you can see the sadness in Lisa Marie's face.
Oh,
Lisa Marie has had many difficulties and setbacks over the course of her life,
she sure did.
losing her son in 2021
So guys, do you know this YouTube channel? It's pretty good.
and losing her father. Lisa Marie Presley was only 9 years old when her father passed away,
So sad.
suddenly from a heart attack. Lisa Marie was so young when she lost her father. When Lisa Marie talks about her father, her face lights up.
Yep,
So one
that's
place I
true.
feel the safest ever is if I get the key that I keep the key to upstairs with me. If I take that key and just like shut that door up there, which is just
All right,
over my
Carolyn.
room, and kind of where he was his sort of sanctuary. If I can just sort of shut that door and like feel the safest and the calmest that I could possibly.
Isn't that lovely?
Upstairs.
Wow.
Graceland has wished Lisa Marie Presley a very happy birthday. I am sure at Graceland, in her father's room, is where Lisa Marie Presley goes more now for that comfort, because now her son is there at Graceland, along with her father. Wishing Lisa Marie Presley a very happy birthday. Love and blessings to you, Lisa.
Oh.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, put a thumbs up, subscribe.
We're definitely going to put a thumbs up, and I'm going to give you a nice little comment. This is a lovely channel. I'm going to say it. What a lovely channel. What a lovely channel this is. Thank you. Just lovely, isn't it? It's just... Okay, then what is this? Let me just have a look at this. So it says Elvis began to sing his song. He said, "Listen, Priscilla." Oh yeah, I know a lot of people tell me about this song. I have heard it. What is this? That was lovely. Kate's Takes. I've just subscribed to that. Kate's Takes. Let's see what else is here. What is this? Should we click on this? Let's see what happens.
On this day, in 1968, Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis and Priscilla's only child together, was born in Memphis, Tennessee. Happy birthday, Lisa Marie Presley. On this day, in 1968, Lisa Marie Presley.
So just subscribe to that. I'm trying to find something I haven't seen before. What is this here? Beautiful Lisa Marie greets Elvis. Right, anyway, let's try this one, guys.
Good morning and welcome to Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. And happy birthday, Elvis Presley. My name is Argo. We're so pleased to have this wonderful crowd here with us on the front lawn of Graceland, people from all around the country and all around the world. And we also want to welcome those of you watching via live stream on social media at Graceland.com, and those of you listening via Sirius XM's Elvis Radio. We also...
Oh, bless her. I actually don't know who the gentleman is that's with her. Do any of you guys know? Here we go, 3 hours ago. This is a new one. Hi, Teresa. Oh, she sounds lovely. Oh, she sounded lovely there. Right, let's try another one. It's jumped to shorts now, hasn't it? Let's have a look. Happy birthday. We will always remember your smile. Lovely, just lovely. Short but sweet. Elvis and Priscilla. Have we seen this one? Let's have a look. Let's try it. Oh no, I think we've done that one. Let's see if there's a different one. Lisa Marie at Graceland. Should we have a little listen?
I walked in yesterday and I was a bit overcome by, I don't even know how to explain it. To sort of capsulize your childhood, in one room. I was a little overwhelmed. I had to gasp. It's amazing to have
But guys, have any of you seen this before? I've seen this a few times. Have any of you seen this?
that. Be able to have that, all the things from when you were, to have somebody even still have them in possession and walk into sort of the key to my freedom, my demons, and my and my friends, and my...
She's looking very smart, isn't she? She's looking very healthy and smart. She looks like she's about to do something really important.
Really overwhelmed at seeing that, I think. I really appreciate that. I do know that is something that, you could never get. No one has the great fortune to be able to have your whole life encapsulated the way this is. It's a little bit like...
It's fascinating, guys, that all of this stuff was saved. Who was saving it? Who was it? Was it Vernon? Was it Elvis? Who was saving all these possessions? Was it Priscilla? Was it Colonel Tom Parker? Someone must have put a lot of time into saving these things firstly, storing them, and then someone's put a lot of time into finding them.
Like Sesame Street, this is your life when I walk in here. I feel really blessed and fortunate that I can have that, because, if anybody's nostalgic for their childhood or their past, I know that I'm fortunate because people are looking out for all the things that were once mine or his, and I have it here, and I'm forever grateful that we have it.
Wow, it is fascinating.
And I love coming back. I do. It's important to me to come here as much as possible. I cannot recall a birthday here, so I'm excited to be here.
So
every year it's like, what are you going to do? What are we going to do this again? And we're going to, being here right now means everything to me. Like, I want to be here.
It's funny because I've watched a few Riley Keough interviews recently, and she always says that wherever Lisa would go, all the attention went on Lisa. It was never on Riley or the twins. It was always Lisa, like Elvis's daughter. Yeah, she was always the standout person. I'm nothing against Riley and Finley and Hart, but they're amazing. But she had some kind of, like Elvis had it, where you just can't take your eyes off her. Yeah, same with Elvis. Can't take your eyes off him. She had that, whatever that is, that magic, where everyone wants to stare at you. Yeah, there's not many people that had it, is there? Obviously, you've got, like, Muhammad Ali had it, didn't he? There's just some people you can't take your eyes off them. They have an aura, an energy around them that is like, look at me. It's amazing.
Elvis Radio live from Graceland on Sirius XM with Argo, and so happy to have in our studio this morning on her birthday, Lisa Marie Presley. Welcome and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you so much for
See, I haven't watched this bit. I watched the first bit. I've not watched this bit.
putting this exhibit together and kind of sharing some of your private...
I'm always really happy when I come here. Really happy. And the babies love it, and my older children love it, and I get to see my family, and, I feel rooted when I'm here.
Well, as we close out here, we're going to play In the Ghetto with you and your dad, and we cannot wait to see you back here again for the release of the record. That's very exciting.
I'll be back in August.
And then, back in August.
You're going to be tired of me by the end of the year.
No, we won't. No, we won't. You are welcome here anytime, and thanks again for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Lisa Marie Presley with us here on Elvis Radio from Sirius XM
Elvis
live
Radio.
from Graceland, and a big crowd outside, and they are all cheering here.
Thank you.
It's like, I love the way she's like, thank you for having me. Like, thank you for having me. Oh, I'm back in August. You'll be tired of me by then. No, we were never going to get tired of Lisa, and it's the other way around. We don't thank you. It's like, she's so humble and polite, isn't she? She's so like, just the way she talks to people. It's one-on-one. It's one-on-one. There's no talking down. There's no, oh, look at me, I'm great. None of that. Just a lovely, down-to-earth, respectful, well-mannered, kind-hearted, just like Dad. Just like Dad. That's all I can say. Her manners. Anyway, guys, we're going to start reading the book. I wanted to put something up, you know. I wanted to just, I know we've done 4 or 5 lives today, but I've been very, very, very proud to honour, you know, with Team Elvis on both the channels, on defending Elvis Presley. Obviously, we defend here, and on Elvis Presley fan on Keto. We've gone back and forth, back and forth. We've done a lot of dog walks as well. And I tell you what, I am so proud to be able to just wish Lisa Marie happy birthday. Spend my day singing happy birthday to Lisa Marie. I've loved it. I've loved it. And I think, you know, we have such a strong, deep love for Elvis, of course, that we honour Elvis by honouring his daughter. Yeah, we love his daughter. We Elvis would love the fact that the fans don't just love him and obviously what he achieved and his beautiful talent and the way he looked and his amazing personality, but we feel the same about Lisa. We really do, don't we? I've had loads of messages all day. I've been getting messages, very lovely messages about Lisa, you know, celebrating her birthday. Many of you have thanked me for doing my bit. I love it. I love it. And I'll always love it. And same goes for celebrating Elvis's birthday. Obviously, the day that Elvis passed, I will always honour that day. And the day that Lisa passed, I will always honour that day. And we're very proud, guys. And we do it. We do it on behalf of Riley and Finley and Harper as well, because we must remember Riley, Finley, and Harper have lost their mum. Yeah, I think sometimes we forget this, don't we? So, you know, if Riley or Finley and Harper, I think, watched this kind of outpouring of love for Lisa, I think they'd be really proud. Yeah, in fact, I know they would be. I know they love their mum because I see their posts. They truly love their mum deeply. They're very proud of their grandfather. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Very, very proud. I've loved it. I've really enjoyed. It's been no effort for me. It's just been pure pleasure. Now I think we're on chapter 4. Is that right, guys? Am I right? Let me just make sure. Can you confirm it to me that I'm on chapter 4, guys? You know my memory is terrible. Yeah, we're definitely on chapter 4. Now, so I think I did tell Billy that we're going to be reading his book tonight. He may join us, he may not. He has been messaging me. We're definitely going to get together. I have said to Billy, I'd love it if we, Billy Stanley, yeah? I've said to him, look, let's have a real good chat first before we start thinking about interviews. Let's get to know each other. Let's understand each other, because I want to, when I interview Billy, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm really honoured and proud to interview Billy. It would be an honour for me to talk to Elvis's stepbrother. Seriously, guys, it would be. I want to be ready. I want to feel like I know him. I want to read more of his book. I want to watch more of his interviews. I don't want to go into this interview blind. I want to go into this interview thinking, right, okay, I have an understanding of Billy and what kind of questions to ask him. Because again, I want to ask the right questions when I speak to Billy. So, and I also, when we do this, I want to do it with Team Elvis. So I need to learn the technology so that we can all have this interview with Billy while we're all together. Very important to me that Team Elvis is here. Okay, guys? So, Teresa, you met Lisa a couple of times. Oh, that's lovely. Teresa, you're a very lucky lady. I would have loved to have met Lisa. She's adorable. She's adorable. I wouldn't have been able to take my eyes off her. She's adorable. Inside and out. Inside and out. Hi, Lasika. Right, so chapter 4 of this amazing book, The Faith of Elvis. We've loved it. We've loved reading this book. Absolutely loved it. Now, you know I can't read. I read like a 10-year-old. I'm going to try. Right, the chapter 4 is called In My Father's House. And the thing I've learned about this book is that we feel as if Elvis is teaching us. This is what I feel when I read this book. Elvis is talking through the book, through Billy, to his fans. That's how I feel it. To the people that are reading these books, fans, even non-fans. If you're reading this book, you're getting an education, a religious education, and an education on life, how to live a good life through this book, how to be a good person, a decent person, a kind-hearted person, a generous person, a loving person. Elvis is teaching us the right way to live through this book. And this is why I love this book. Billy has created a fantastic book for the fans. And to me, Billy is the #1 Elvis Presley defender, as well as Billy Smith, of course. And his beautiful wife. So let's get reading, guys. Even though Elvis fulfilled the roles of both brother and father figure, there was only one daddy at Graceland, and that was Vernon Presley. In fact, Elvis continued to call Vernon daddy even as an adult. It was a term of affection, but it was also always a way of recognizing that whatever level of success he might achieve, he would always still have a father who deserved respect. It took us a while, but we learnt to call Vernon daddy as well. Coming from a military existence to a life with Elvis was a drastic change, to say the least. We loved having 14 acres as our playground, plus we all had all kinds of animals, including chickens, peacocks, donkeys and ducks. We spent most of our days following Elvis' uncle Vesta. He was the groundskeeper at the time. We helped him feed the animals, gather the eggs, and even mow the backyard. In July 1960, a few months after we arrived at Graceland, Vernon and my mother told us they were going on vacation. They said that they would have a big surprise for us when they came back. After the surprise we got when we moved to Graceland, I didn't see how anything could get better than it already was. They also said Elvis and staff would watch over us whilst we were gone. This wasn't unusual because Elvis had become not only our big brother, but our primary father figure as well. He took more of a role in our upbringing than Vernon did, and while he and my mother were gone, Elvis took us to the fairground several times since it was summer. When Vernon's mum returned, they said that we were going to have a family meeting. I didn't know what that meant since I'd never been in a family meeting before, and then again I'd never seen anything like Graceland before, so I knew it must be something good. Vernon said, when Elvis wakes up, we'll have a meeting. The three of us boys decided to go outside to play while waiting for Elvis. After Elvis woke up and ate breakfast, we were called inside and told to have a seat at the kitchen table. Vernon and Mum sat together whilst Elvis stood up and leaned over the counter. When we took our seats, the family meeting started. Mum said, boys, I have some great news. Vernon and I are getting married. Rick, David and I looked at each other. We didn't know what to say. The room was quiet. We looked at Elvis. He smiled at us. David broke the silence. What happened, Daddy? Mum said, things just didn't work out, son, and someday you'll understand. Elvis could sense the confusion and the fear that came over us. That when he spoke up and said, the great thing about the boys is that we're now officially brothers. We're going to be a big, happy family. We still didn't know what was going on, but we liked the way that he was explaining things. The marriage was making the marriage official, and what we had already accepted in our hearts. We looked at Vernon and then looked back at Elvis, and he had the big smile on his face. He said, now you don't have to say Mr. Presley anymore. Now he's Daddy. It seems to me that Elvis was really pleased that these three boys had become like his brothers. Then Elvis turned to Vernon and said, ain't that right, Daddy? That's right, son. Vernon was smiling at us all the whole time, and then he said, come here, boys. We got up from our seats and walked over to him. We stood in front of him. He said, I promise to take care of you just like you were my own. That's cool. That's cool, guys. Elvis could see that we were still confused. To help ease the mood, he said, oh no, you're in for it now, boys. Then he broke out laughing. We turned to Elvis and began to smile. Then Elvis said something that I'll never forget. I promise, boys, I'll always be here for you. I'll take care of you. And if Elvis says that, you know he means it. Yeah, guys? It took a while for us to get used to calling Vernon Daddy. If one of us called him Mr. Presley and Elvis was around, he would say, what did you say? I'm sorry, I mean Daddy. So it's obvious Elvis wanted those boys to call Vernon Daddy. Elvis would give us a big smile and say, that's better, boys. This is how Vernon went on with Mrs. Presley to Daddy. In just a few minutes, to most people this probably seems like an abrupt change from our former life, but none of us boys were close to our birth father. He had never been an active part of our lives. We were thrilled to finally have not only one but two male figures who took an interest in our lives and wanted us to be part of their family. And as our new daddy, Vernon taught us surprising life lessons. I still remember today some of these were lessons that he had taught Elvis, and now we're learning them as well. On several occasions, Rick, David, and I were sent home from school for fighting. This only happened at Graceland Elementary. When we got older, everyone was pretty much left alone, but in the early years, it was different. There were two reasons for the fights, which we never started. The first reason was that it seemed like some guys thought they'd impress the students at school if they beat up Elvis's little brother. The second reason was that if my brothers and I saw a kid being bullied, we'd always step in and they couldn't defend themselves. Every time we were sent home, it was Vernon who came and picked us up. And now I'll admit it, when he came to get me, I was scared. I knew Vernon didn't put up with us being disobedient. He was a firm believer in spare the rod, spoil the child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. This is how things normally went when he came to pick us up. He would ask what happened. I knew I had better talk fast if I didn't want to get my behind whipped. So I'd tell him what happened. When I did something unexpected would happen, he would say, you know, Elvis had the same problem in school. Really? Why would anyone want to pick on Elvis? A lot of the guys at school didn't like Elvis because he looked different. They thought if they beat him up, it would make them look tough. Did Elvis get sent home from school too? Oh yeah. Usually, after something like that happened, Vernon would tell us more stories about Elvis and his school years. He usually did this. We were watching The Late Show on Memphis TV program, and that played movies late at night. This was often a time when we would sit and relax and just hearing Vernon's stories. He would tell us the struggles Elvis had as a young man in school. It helped me understand that it's okay to be different. Elvis was so very sensitive. He was a very sensitive man. He didn't like to fight, but he would if he was backed into a corner. Plus, he loved everyone and could never figure out why anyone would want him to harm him. It also baffled him why someone would want to pick on his new younger brothers just because they had a different name. At first, as a first grader, I was teased by older kids as they hurled this joke at me. Why did little Johnny put his brother under the stairs? Because he wanted to be a stepbrother. One day Elvis picked me up from school, and I repeated this joke to him, and he stopped the car as if I had said something bad. It scared me. He said, "Where did you hear that?" "Hear what?" "Stepbrother." "From the kids at school." "Well, what? Well, that's well, what? Well, let me just say this. That's what they're saying. Elvis got a little angry. "I don't care what any of the kids said. You're my brother. You always will be." And that would have meant a lot to them, wouldn't it, guys? The conversation didn't stop with Vernon. He always told Elvis what had happened. If Elvis was home, he talked to me and Rick and David about school and fighting. If he was away making the movie, then he'd talk to us when he came home. In fact, Vernon told Elvis everything we did when we were growing up. It was always a surprise us that when Elvis came home from making a movie, he would talk about something only Vernon and Mum would know that had happened while he was gone. From the very beginning of our life at Graceland, Vernon instilled in us the importance of family. Family is everything. He would say, "Without family, you have nothing." I agree with that. I agree with that, guys. All right, let me just... Right, are you still there, guys? Just making sure you're getting this okay. Are you hearing me okay, guys? Yeah, I can't stand bullies. I had a bit of bullying at school, guys. Nothing major. Right, from the very beginning of our life at Graceland, Vernon instilled in us the importance of family. Family is everything, he would say. Without family, you have nothing. Despite all the luxury and trappings of success at Graceland, we had what matters most, a loving family. We were blessed not only to have Elvis as the best older brother a boy could ask for, but also a stepfather who embraced us in his own as his own kids. We were wealthy in a way Proverbs 1:8-9 describes. So this is a proverb, yeah, guys? Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. There are garland to grace your head and chain to adorn your neck. If wisdom and instruction could be turned into gold, we were the richest kids in Memphis. Elvis was a household icon by the time my brothers and I moved into Graceland. He may have been the king, but he still was Vernon's son. Vernon didn't have any say in creative decisions related to Elvis' career, but he was very involved in the day-to-day affairs of Graceland. He never said you should record the certain song or you ought to star in a certain movie. Instead, Vernon handled everything personal business and running of the estate. I think we know this, don't we, guys? Have a look. Yeah, bullying, guys. I had bullying even when I was older. You know, when I got into business and I was running my businesses, my bars, and we would get a lot of bullying. There was a lot of jealousy. When me and my twin brother got into business, there was a lot of jealousy. We had a really hard time, but we got through it. You have to. Elvis was famously known for having huge cars, and it was one of the few things they argued about. Vernon would say, "Elvis, you're going to drive us to the poorhouse with these cars." But Elvis would laugh and say, "Well, at least we'll be going there in a car." He was quick-witted like that. Or he would try the reason with Vernon and say, "I just go and make another movie or do another concert. Don't worry about it, Daddy. You can't take it with you." Money was not a big issue to Elvis. It wasn't what made his world go around, but Vernon was different. He knew the value of the dollar. He remembered those days of having nothing and probably better than Elvis did. That's why he was very tight. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm careful with money. I think, you always worry that you're going to run out, not be able to pay the bills, not be able to feed the family, not be able to, cover your expenses. I'm careful with money, I am. So I think it's the best way to be. But it is true, you can't take it with you. Cannot take it with you. I didn't hear Elvis and Vernon argue very often, but when I did, I knew it was a big deal. The first time I saw anything like this was after Vernon and my mum were married. My brothers and I were playing in the backyard. Vernon came out into the yard and said, "Okay, boys, keep on playing out here. I'll be right back." We weren't that far away and could hear him, and Elvis was arguing. Elvis said, "Daddy, I don't care what it takes. I want this." I found out later that Elvis had been talking to our birth father because he wanted to get our names changed to Presley. Alright, I didn't know this, guys. So we could be his brothers, not only by marriage, but in name as well. But my father refused and said, "You've taken my boys, you can't take my name too." That wasn't true, because nobody took us away. He had ceased being a father figure long before my mother married Vernon. Nevertheless, Elvis respected my father's decision and backed off. I didn't know that, guys. So they could have been Presleys. Later that day, Elvis came to us boys. He said, "I know you heard me and Daddy getting into it earlier. I just wanted you to know that I was trying to get your last name changed." He didn't like the idea of us seeing him get mad and wanted to explain what was going on. It was the only battle I ever saw him lose. Even though I always carried my birth father's name, I only saw him 3 more times after we moved to Graceland. The first time when he came to Memphis for a few days, when he and my mum were finalizing the divorce, and he was leaving, he picked me up and said, "Always watch your mum." The second time was when I went to visit him as an adult many years later. The third time was before he passed away in 1991, which is sad, guys. You know, they only saw their father 3 times. That's sad. That's sad. Yeah. There could not have been a greater contrast between him and Elvis. My birth father was cold, distant, and pushed people away. Elvis, on the other hand, was warm, inviting, and welcomed us into his family. He loved to let people know, "These are my boys. You better not touch them." You can tell that there was a real love from Elvis to those boys, and vice versa. They loved each other. It all began with Vernon, the original Presley man, who loved and supported Elvis just as Elvis did the same for us. That's why I think Vernon as my father. That's why I think of Vernon as my father and my biological father, Bill, as my birth father. Years later, when I became a father myself, I tried to put it into practice, and all I had learned from Elvis as well as Vernon, I vowed that if I ever had kids, they would know their father. I didn't have a close relationship with my birth father and didn't want my own kids to have the same experience. Thankfully, I had 2 wonderful father figures growing up who showed me the way. That's it, guys. Chapter 4. So that was more of an insight into, I think, the relationship between Vernon, Elvis, and the boys. I think a big part of it is trying to show us through the book that Elvis really did take it very seriously and take these boys seriously as their brothers. He really did want these boys to see Vernon as their father. So beautiful, beautiful. So that was, we're on chapter 5 tomorrow. Somebody Bigger Than You and I is the name of chapter 5. In case you've just joined us, we're reading The Faith of Elvis, Billy Stanley's lovely book. So that's it, guys. I am a bit tired tonight, so I'm gonna probably go to sleep now. But thank you for joining us. Let's have a look. So, all right, you guys have been chatting, haven't you? So I hope you enjoyed that. And you know, I think it's a brilliant book. I think it's a very easy read. I do struggle a bit with the reading. You know, I'm not a great reader. I left school when I was 15. I left home when I was 15 as well. Isn't that mad? I left home when I was 15. It's complicated reasons, but as soon as I left home, I was working and got on with my life. So I just think it was a good book. I'm looking forward to reading chapter 5. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. But I am a bit like, I need to go to sleep. I think I was so excited today to get up and celebrate Lisa's birthday that I've drained myself out of it. I'm like, draining. I was speaking to Joe at Rare Elvis Photos, and I think he's had a few weeks break, hasn't he? And he was saying to me that when you make a lot of videos, it can be quite draining. I agree with it. Joe at Rare Elvis Photos. Yeah, I am tired, Debbie. I am. I can't hide it. But I tell you what, I've had the best day. I've had such a good day celebrating Lisa's birthday. Loved it. I've absolutely loved it. I've actually found it quite exciting. Quite exciting celebrating. So proud to celebrate Lisa's birthday. I've loved it. Loved it, loved it. So guys, I'm gonna go. I'm literally gonna go straight to bed. What I will do is I'm gonna check all your comments and messages, all that before I fall asleep. I just made coffee. I'm back at you're tired, Louis. It's morning here. I left school at 15. Bye all. See you, mother. See you on another live. Yeah, I'll be back in the morning. You just made a coffee, so for you it's morning, and for me it's bedtime. It's nearly 10 o'clock, but I do tend to go to bed quite early. Around 10ish, I'm asleep. So, but I do wake up around 5 to 6 a.m. Yeah, Carolyn, you tired as well? You know what? I think all of us together, I think we have really done a good job of celebrating Lisa's birthday. I love it. There's quite a few of our videos on YouTube, us celebrating Lisa's birthday today. And I love that. I love the fact that people are going to stumble across our videos that we made together celebrating Lisa Marie's birthday, 57 today. Lisa Marie Presley. Oh, I don't mind, Luann. I don't mind. I'll see you in the morning. So it's in where Carolyn is in Michigan. It is 4:34. Well, it is 9:34 p.m. here. So, and I did speak to Billy a little bit, and he is 6 hours behind us because Billy lives in Memphis, doesn't he? And we're trying to work out a time where we can phone and chat. And I googled it, and I've worked out that Stanley is 6 hours behind. So I said to Billy, maybe he could either I'll phone him or he'll phone me around. I think I worked out if he phones around 2 o'clock, then that makes it around 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. in Memphis. I do tend to have a lot of energy from when I wake up till about 6 p.m. Yeah, so from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm bursting with energy. Then it starts to slip. By the time I get to 10 p.m. I'm knackered. So probably tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'll do a couple of videos on Elvis Presley fan on keto, and then I'll bounce back to defending Elvis. Remember, we defend Elvis on Defending Elvis, and on Elvis Presley fan on keto, we do the light-hearted stuff, and we do some song reactions, and we are, of course, as you know, we're reading this book on Elvis Presley fan on keto, and I'm definitely 100% after we've read Anita's book, we are definitely reading Ginger's book. That is my plan. It's okay. Thank you, Lorna. We've loved it, haven't we? Thank you. Yeah, do you know what? Sometimes I do worry what other people say. Because there's so many of them. Carolyn, look, you should be confident. You're a lovely person. Don't worry about what other people think. Just be yourself and be happy. That's great advice for everyone, isn't it, Carolyn? Everyone. Yeah, we've had a brilliant day. I think we've had a great day. We've had a great day. Okay, guys, I'm going to go, and I'll be back in the morning after a good night's rest. Take care. Love to all of you. Happy birthday, Lisa Marie Presley. 57 today.